In addition to parallel lines and the angles that we get from parallel lines, triangle congruence is another essential key part of geometry, and that's what this unit is going to focus on. How can we prove triangles congruent? Now, the word congruent, and we've seen that symbol before, equal with a little wave over it, basically mean pictures are equal. So that's what we're going to work on proving in this section. So first of all, we can talk about any polygons being congruent. And in order to be congruent, polygons with the same angles, angle measures, and the same sides, equal sides, are congruent. Okay. Now, you're also allowed to flip, rotate, and slide figures to be able to match them up and see if they are congruent. So if you look at these triangles, we would have to swing this angle E around to match it up with B to get those triangles to match up. But what you want to ultimately have are corresponding sides and angles. So we want everything to match up. Okay, so these obviously would match up. We could match up all the way around. These are not congruent because this is smaller. We're talking the exact same lengths and angle measures for congruency. Similarity we will talk about in a different chapter. This theorem right here is an important theorem. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. We're going to abbreviate that CPCTC. So you have to know two triangles are congruent, and then you get corresponding parts equal. Corresponding sides and angles are equal. So if I give you these two triangles ABC and DEF are congruent, then I get all 6 corresponding pieces are equal, 3 sets of sides and 3 sets of angles. So if we look at some examples here, naming matters. The order of naming tells us the congruency and tells us how things match up. So polygons ABCDEF and GHIJKL are congruent. Which side is congruent to CD? So how do these match up? So A corresponds to G, and that's what this order tells me. So when I go to look for CD, CD is right here in the middle, the third and fourth, and so the third and fourth are IJ. So CD right here is going to correspond to IJ, and the order matters. So we would say that CD is congruent to IJ. It does not correspond to JI. CD congruent to JI is wrong. Order matters. So we have to have corresponding points matching up. In this problem, that's kind of hiding here, given that triangle ABC is congruent to DFE, list all the angle pairs and the side pairs that we know. So this is 6 answers. Okay, so what we know is that angle A is congruent to angle D. Angle B is congruent to angle F, and angle C is congruent to angle E. When it comes to the sides, if you want to draw yourself a quick picture, A, B, C, and D, F, E, to help see how things match up, side AB matches up with DF. AB is congruent to DF. Again, the order matters. BC corresponds to FE. BC is congruent to FE, and AC is congruent to DE. So just pay really careful attention to the order of all of the points. They have to match up.